Kamala Harris, though, she adopted an accent, a foreign accent, to talk about this spending plan. Take a listen.
With us in government, we campaign with the plan. Uppercase T, uppercase P, the plan. And then the environment is such that we're expected to defend the plan. Even when the first time we roll it out, there may be some glitches and it's time to reevaluate and then do it again.
Mercy, is this why she has a 28% approval rating? What do you make of that? Why?
She needs like everything. She needs like a communications consultant, an image consultant. She needs it all. She needs like a redo. You know, It's like when Al Gore decided to adopt like the natural color, sweater. She just needs a redo. I have to tell you, across the board, as I've talked to even some of my Democrat friends, they're very concerned not only of the performance of Kamala Harris, where she is just not stepping up to doing her job, where she is ignoring the crisis at the border, obviously sounding at times foolish, sounding at times like she doesn't understand the major policy implications, and I think poorly representing the Biden administration. And on top of that, then you have the mumbling president who doesn't take any questions, Rob. So it really is such a bad marriage, such a bad combination. And I think it's very much showing in the public eye.
Yeah.
And the American people, that's why you're seeing the American people, almost 20% of these voters in the survey say that Biden should resign or retire by next year.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, those are very troubling numbers.
The number's that high. Chris, Mercedes just brought up an interesting point. I was looking at this yesterday. So President Biden hasn't held a cabinet meeting, let alone a press conference. His last formal press conference, his one and only, was in March. His last cabinet meeting was 4.5 months ago. You've got to go back to July, which is just completely unorthodox.
And that's completely astonishing. I did not know that until I heard about that earlier. And, you look at Kamala Harris. She's been vice president now for 10 or 11 months. She has never had a press conference herself, even during the campaign. They're hiding her away, and that's why she has the 20% approval rating, because she just doesn't elicit a lot of confidence when you hear her talk, and that's why they're hiding her away.
Erin, your thoughts? There's just, to me, it seems like right now, so Kamala's over in France, and there's just this massive disconnect between what the American people are dealing with on a daily basis I've got the heat on at my house. It's freezing last night. I drove in this morning to New York City. It was like 38 degrees. So the heat's on. People are dealing with that. They're going to be dealing with that for the next 4, 5, 6 months in the colder parts of the country. And then every time you gas up your car, you're dealing with this. You're trying to fill out your table for Thanksgiving dinner, and you're paying astronomical prices on things that are normally not that expensive. And yet Joe Biden still wants to spend $1.75 trillion on a bill we haven't even seen the text for yet.
There's a complete disconnect between what's going on in America and what's going on in Washington. You talk about the heat being on. In Washington, the lights are on, but no one is home. If we get rid of the president, we get Kamala. And truthfully, I think I read something really interesting about Kamala in the New York Times, is that she was a hard-on crime prosecutor. I think she's having an existential crisis about her identity. If she just maybe was herself and not trying to play this progressive role, maybe she would be a little more authentic and likable. But right now, she comes across as completely out of touch, very Marie Antoinette, let them eat cake. She says nothing substantive in any conversation, and it's absolutely terrifying. And the American people are sitting back, mouth agape, wondering what is going on in Washington. What are our leaders doing?
Right.
Who is really pulling the strings? This is not the reality of what I'm seeing on the ground as I live as an American.
Carl, good morning, my friend, former Navy SEAL. Thanks so much for your service, by the way, on this this Veterans Day. We appreciate you you making the trip as well from the cold suburbs into the city to be with us today. So one utility company out west, this is a West Coast utility company. They've already had snow in many parts of the western part of this country. They put out an email to their customers suggesting that they keep the heat a little bit lower to keep costs down. We haven't seen that literally since Jimmy Carter. So now the comparison is no longer a comparison. This is real. You've got it bookended by Jimmy Carter and Joe Biden. Here we go again.
Right. Well, it's interesting too. Look, I live in Greenwich, okay? It's a pretty affluent area.
Yeah.
Normally you see kids selling firewood. That's the thing. People do that during the summer to make a couple bucks during the winter. But In Greenwich right now, you cannot get a cord of firewood because so many people are stocking up because they don't want to pay. They want to balance out the oil prices there because it is so prohibitively expensive to do this. We saw this, in California with Kamala Harris's home state, obviously, with the when they had the rolling blackouts. It's like, this is your country on Democrats. This is the reality of liberal policies. When you elect Democrats who have no idea what they're doing, their policies don't work, you get higher prices because they don't understand the dynamic of the market. And one more thing to Kamala Harris. When you're the vice president, you essentially have 3 jobs. Sit where you're told, don't die, and don't be a headline. And she can't even do that. And this is a woman who got, I don't know, she was polling at like 1% in the Democratic primary, and she's very likely, potentially, could be the president should something happen to Joe Biden. I mean,
Right. 3 years, a long time, Carl. And 28%, that's the lowest approval rating for a VP in U.S. history.
Ever.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.